Let's get back to work.
Time to get up!
So, who are you guys, anyhow?
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
What kind of a show is this? A tacky, run-of-the-mill morning show.
I think this is a great show.
Are you insane?
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Good morning!
This is so great. Life is back to normal again.
Okay.
Yay! You know, that thing makes it sound so impressive.
I was going to say, I can't live up to that intro.
I can't either. It makes it sound big.
Okay, now we start to suck after that.
Especially at 5:30.
I know, and you know what? We should just play it in a loop all day instead of doing our show. Just play that thing.
We're huge.
We're huge. Who are these? I mean, I don't even know who the hell these people are that they're talking about. I'm like, Jesus.
You know what I'm realizing right now?
What are you recollecting?
The people that listen at this time are hearing us for the first time in over a month.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow, you're smart.
They didn't hear it yesterday because we didn't come on till 7. Hi, everybody.
They still didn't fix his microphone.
Our
Baby
engineer was
steps.
gone yesterday.
We have the CD burner works today.
Yay!
Yay!
Baby steps, you're
Baby
right, Jack.
steps.
Positive attitude.
There you go.
That's right. I'm Corporate
Oh
Jamie.
my God.
Instead of Big Grumpy,
Oh,
call me
yeah. Corporate
Jamie.
Did we speak about that? That the
No.
boss of all bosses came yesterday?
No.
And we had that little party at 10 o'clock when we got off the air because it was our first day back. And like the owner of Clear Channel was there. And Jamie started talking to him about her cervix. And I
He's
left the
had
room.
6 children.
So?
Stench and I hid. When we saw him walk into the room, we hid behind
In
Fat
the
Pat.
corner. Yeah.
Well, this is not my fault because Greg Ashlock, our other big boss, brought our other owner up to me. I am not in a sound state.
Right. Owner of Clear Channel. Like,
That's
this
an
is,
understatement.
it's like I
Big
said,
Grumpy should not talk to big bosses.
Oh, wow.
It's like I said yesterday, I didn't even really think this guy existed. I thought it was somebody they made up like as the figurehead of a company. And when he walked in, he'd like, there's the owner of Clear Channel.
He likes to talk about babies and my cervix.
I would know. I hid behind pancakes.
I showed him how many fingers I was dilated, and he said, I don't think you're that much. You'd be in the hospital. He said, you're probably thinning out a little bit, though.
Oh, wow. So he knows a lot about it.
He's had 6 kids. The owner wanted to talk about my cervix, not me. Okay, I might have
I
brought it
don't
up.
know. I think you brought it up. This is how it happened. He walked in. I see this guy that I've only seen in photo before. Never seen him.
With President Bush.
Yeah,
Right.
never seen him in exactly with President Bush and stuff like that. This guy's a captain of industry in America, and I immediately duck and I'm like, Jack.
Right. This guy, I only get memos from if it's CC'd to everyone on the top.
Right,
Like, he would
yeah.
never know I
I don't
personally
think he
exist.
even puts memos out, does he?
They put in the company-wide memo that just goes out
Yeah.
to a billion people.
He does put out memos. They say like happy holidays
Right.
and stuff. We get
Exactly.
him at Christmas. That's how big this guy is.
Well, he owns us.
Yeah, he owns us. And then next thing I know, we hear laughing and chuckling on the other side of the room, and you're talking about cervix right to his face.
You guys act like these bosses are immortal.
He
like
is.
they're God. They're...
The other ones,
see,
they
now-
come and go. This guy, he owns it. He's not going.
I get celebrities, but this guy's going to fire me, and then my family's going to starve. This is different.
No, because I made sure of this. As he's leaving, he goes, well, it's nice to meet you. And I go, what's my name?
Good ball.
Wow. I told Jack, I don't ever want that man to know my name.
That's what I said,
ever,
too.
ever.
Well, you know what he said? He said, well, you're Jamie because I got lots of email about you guys. And then he looks at me and goes, how'd they get my email address?
And then she pointed at Jack across the room
And I
in the
waved.
fetal position.
You ever been to MySpace, Mr. Owner? It's amazing how that thing works.
You should buy it.
His wife's had 6 kids. He wanted to talk about cervixes.
Yeah, cervix eye.
Man.
Cervix. 5 boys and 1 girl.
It's funny. It's I don't even like being in the room with Rossi and Ashlock, our other just local big bosses. Don't like to be around those guys. Don't even really like to talk to them. It's just
They're just normal folk.
yeah, but they're normal folk that can fire me and sometimes think my humor's not that funny and want to fire me. So I just stay away from them.
I get more nervous depending on what floor they are. So if you're in another state, that really puts me over
He's
the
in
edge.
Texas.
Yeah, that puts me over the edge.
yeah.
Like
Anybody-
third floor bothers
Yeah.
me, let alone.
Well, whatever.
Here, you want to feel? I'm dialing.
I mean, he said the word thinning out.
I was impressed by
You
that.
knew thinning out?
So he gave you the green light.
Yeah, but it was kind of embarrassing because our other boss, Ashlock, had to take him out of the room. It's like, okay, well, it's time to go.
I did manage to get cornered by Ashlock at one point in that room, and he told me that he had, imagine this, you're the guy that's in charge of all of Los Angeles, big, powerful man, sitting in front of you, the owner of the company, and he's listening. He goes, I'm listening to you guys because you guys it's your first day back, and it's really great. And he goes, and of course, you're talking about our other boss taking it in the butt.
I don't remember that.
And he's like,
I think you're
all I
crazy.
know
I think
is
you're
the owner
crazy,
sitting
too.
in front of me, and he goes, I couldn't turn it down fast enough.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, now you're getting crazy.
I was like, oh my God, we're so fired.
Why are people? Here's my question: why are people so brainwashed to treat your bosses like they're not people, and doctors too? It is the weirdest thing for me, and celebrities.
Yeah, I don't like doctors.
Well, no, they do it with doctors, celebrities, and bosses,
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I'd say those are the 3 categories.
Yeah, and they kiss butt even to like the
and
boss
cops.
and cops.
People go
You're
out
right.
of their way to kiss cops' butts because they think they can just arrest you for no reason.
They can.
Yeah.
Well, you've had some violations.
All they got to do is look a little deeper and they'll get you.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
98.7.
Nice. Wow. All right, we were just talking about that David Blaine crap last night.
That was cool.
No, it wasn't.
Did you
liked
watch it?
Well, you know what I did? I went back and forth between Prison Break and 24 and the David Blaine thing.
I watched
click, click,
24.
click, 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 all night.
I sat there as I clicked between 24 and David Blaine, and I just looked at what's his name, and I said, God, we waste our lives in front of television.
Yeah, and that was a waste.
Oh, my God. Anyway, well, because we have clips from it and stuff, so we'll get into it here in a minute. In the meantime, we're talking about why are people intimidated about by bosses, cops, what else?
Doctors
and
celebrities.
And celebrities. Like, why do we put them on these pedestals? Everybody flipping out yesterday that I had a conversation with our owner
Right.
about my cervix.
Yeah, that was it. It wasn't a conversation. And granted, you're ballsy just to go and confront the guy. And
I
say,
didn't
hey, how
confront
are ya?
them. They came up to me, and that was not my fault. They know I'm unstable.
Right.
This is Ashlock's fault. He brought my owner to an unstable pregnant, big grumpy.
Yeah, yeah, that was risky. Ashlock's a little crazy there. He felt like it's Wacky Monday.
And then I went on to tell the owner that I'm having a bastard.
See?
And he's from Texas. You don't have bastards
Right.
in Texas.
No.
No. But we did have something in common. His wife and myself are both Midwestern gals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so we had that.
Cut from
funny.
the same jib or whatever the hell they say.
But what happens, like, around celebrities and stuff? I know we're having Terry Hatcher on later this morning, and some people here will freak out.
Oh, definitely.
We'll be like, oh my God, it's Terry Hatcher. Ah. And that happens also with your doctors. Like, I know a lot of people don't ask questions because they're like, oh, I don't want to upset him. Don't want to upset him. You're paying him.
Right.
Yeah, and what is it? The old thing that most of the appointment is as they're walking out the door when you have like one question.
Yeah.
You're like, I have a question. And it's all the crap you should say right when they walk in the door.
But
is what
people
you say
don't
when
even
they're leaving.
ask. They're like, oh, I don't want to upset him. Her.
Too embarrassed.
There's this bitch that works at Cedar Sinai. Her name is Robin.
Oh, Robin the bitch. I know her.
And I'm trying to get like a cool room, right? For
Yeah.
when I have a baby and stuff.
Right.
And I canceled once for my tour.
Right.
And then she flipped out. But I canceled a week out. And then she's like, well, we don't do tours and brr. And I'm like, you forgot who the customer is.
Right. But the thing is, too, they totally have control over that. There's only 2 of those rooms, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there are.
Like, they're the
Some kind of
suite.
It's a
They're
suite.
They have an extra
Birthing
room.
suite.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 of them, and you get on a waiting list, but it's really, because you can't really plan out your baby. It's whoever pops one out first.
Well, that
so,
Robin bitch ain't making it happen.
Yeah,
I'll
she's
tell you
gonna
that right
block
now.
it.
She's
for
mad
you.
at you.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be like in the basement.
I know.
at the buffet.
I hate that woman. Like,
Jamie's going to be in the cafeteria.
I'm allowed, because it was when all this crap was going down and we had to change stuff. And so I moved my little tour, and all of a sudden this woman's like, and I'm thinking, I'm going to pay a lot of money to have my kid at Cedars.
Right.
A lot.
Yeah, step up.
And they don't care.
No.
No, they don't care. They act like that you're supposed to be thankful the hospital's there when it's going to charge the insurance $8 billion.
There's a lot of times when you're the customer and you get treated like horribly. I remember in college, when you would go to the admissions office or anytime you had a question from them, they would treat you horribly, and I would think, I pay tuition for this place. Why do you treat me horribly?
I know,
I pay your salary.
So here's my suggestion, y'all. if you see your owner of your company or whatever, okay, perhaps don't talk about your cervix.
Good call.
Yep.
But do talk to them like they're normal folks because guess what? They are.
No, they're not.
They're no better than you.
They're not. And this guy, he has like more money than God. He's
So
from
what?
Texas. I got nothing in common with him. I open my mouth and he's just going to be like, hey, you see the fat one over there? Make sure he's not there next time I come back to town.
Right.
I don't want that to happen.
I understand they could change your life, right? They could fire
Just
you or
like
whatever.
that.
Right.
But I hate people that kiss ass. Actually, if you remember, he came up. I go, "Oh, great! I have to kiss your ass."
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Oh, see, you don't hate Stench and I because we don't kiss ass.
Yeah,
we
don't
avoid.
kiss ass, we hide.
Our rule is if you don't know us, you can't fire us. I only talk to a boss if I have my kid with me because I figured then I get some sympathy. He sees me with a baby, he won't fire me.
See, my thought is that they're no better than us. We're all equals. You know, yeah, they could probably fire us or whatever, but get another job.
Right, and then I got to kiss somebody else's ass.
Yeah.
I like kissing
You don't
this
have
ass.
to kiss ass. You could actually be friends
Let's
with
see,
bosses.
Get another job. This guy owns half the radio stations in America.
But I mean, it's not like I don't.
I
Even.
just avoid him.
I'm with you on celebrity, but boss to me is a different thing. I don't. Terry Hatcher's on today, and you know where I get weird is with musicians because Terry Hatcher, I don't really care. She's,
Right.
You know,
I like
Desperate
Terry
Housewives.
Hatcher. She's hot.
I'd be weird like when Stevie Wonder, when you were flipping out because you were like, to me, Stevie Wonder is like a very talented person who's earned a lot of respect.
Because I gave him bunny ears.
Because you gave him bunny ears. That one I get.
Everybody freaked out
Another
about
sign
that.
of Jamie White disrespect.
What? It's not disrespect. It's treating him like I do. I treat like everybody. I would give anybody bunny ears.
Blind Stevie Wonder.
I think the blind
Genius
thing is what
musician.
really threw for Stevie Wonder.
Disrespectful. I'm standing by
It is not disrespectful. It was fun. And I think that Stevie, had he known I gave him bunny ears, would have chuckled.
I'm sure he knew because his handler said, hey, some crazy girl just came up behind you and gave you bunny ears, Stevie.
Quick, grab his dashiki and move him out of the way.
Whoa, why did
Jamie,
you...
Jack, and Stench. Star.
0.7.
It should have been an aquarium.
That would have been cool.
We were just talking about David Blaine last night, and I'm thinking they should have made an aquarium.
Oh, you would put fish in there
Put
with him?
fish in there so I had something to look at while he was holding his breath for 6 minutes.
Yeah, it would have kept him busy, too.
Yeah, some coral.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Except for you cut yourself on coral.
Right. How about just the little treasure chest that makes the bubbles come up?
I like that one, Jack. Or the skeleton.
Oh, yeah, that's nice, too.
Or a Barca lounger.
Huh?
That would have been cool
You
underwater.
didn't play right in our aquarium world.
I was thinking what I'd really want to see him for a week.
Colored rocks.
God! We were doing
Okay,
colored rocks
the
and
clam.
the clam.
How did he sleep for a week?
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about why you didn't play aquarium right.
I thought, boy, that's an uncomfortable
Did you not
sphere.
have an aquarium when you were little?
No.
You were abused.
You didn't get to go to the store and pick out your color rock?
Oh, that
No.
was the best.
Oh, bright pink. Yeah, rock on.
And then when the fish died, you got a hermit crab because you didn't have to fill it back up with water. And just...
Yeah. Or how sad were you when you picked out the white rock and then realized that, oh my God, your goldfish crap.
Yep.
Or the food settles at the bottom and white is no longer a white rock.
Nope.
No, it's very sad. Anyway,
Crap rock.
it is Crap Rock. I live at Crap Rock. It's a new estate. It's by Palos Verdes. It's Crap Rock, yeah.
Estates.
All right, anyway, Jack, I think we're ready for our first calls of the
wow.
day. Yeah, it's early. What color rock do you people like? Give us a call.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. First call of the day.
Oh, Wally was supposed to enjoy this today.
Oh, yeah, enjoy.
The phone is ringing. It's the best day ever. The phone will be right there.
Wonder Pets.
Booty, 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 booty. Booty, 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 booty.
Then it just kind of ends.
I don't know, Jack. I feel like the end. The end
Do you
is...
want me to put somebody in? Okay.
I don't know.
No, I'm
I
open
don't
to
know.
critique.
Wally?
I'm not sure.
It's...
It leaves me hanging at the
Yeah,
end.
you
for
know
some
what, though?
reason.
They want us to have people wanting more.
Right, and I was also trying to make it under 30 seconds.
Right, no, you know what?
You know what I mean?
Leave it, because I wanted more, Jack, after it was over, which is exactly what we're trying to do on
Because
this
the
show.
last creative critique I got from the bosses was, don't make those a minute 45 anymore.
Yeah, right. All right, it's fine, Jack.
Okay,
It's
thank
perfect.
you.
Brevity is key.
Yeah. All right, anyway, first call of the day. I'm going to push the random button. It's Cindy. Oh, my God, your first call of the day.
Good morning.
Well,
Hi.
Cindy, we're a little more happy than you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I just wanted to say that I was really glad you guys got back on the air.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh my God, us too.
What on earth happened? Okay, first, I work full-time. I'm a teacher, and I attend college part-time, and I babysit my grandkids in the evening.
Yeah,
I am. And at the same time, I took the time out of my day to email twice asking Star, what the heck is going on?
And what happened?
I got an email that said, you're coming back.
And when was that? Because you might have known before us.
Right.
When was it?
I think I got it on Sunday or Saturday.
No, that was about right?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. Yeah, it's about time we knew there, Cindy.
We locked this up about Thursday, Friday last week.
So
I don't know. Was
technically
it
you were
still?
fired.
Was it still?
It was
iffy?
about the end of the week when it was really done.
It wasn't that we were totally fired. We had irreconcilable differences where they weren't going to bring us back unless we agreed. Creative differences, unless we agreed to their terms.
Oh.
It's called blackmail.
A hostage. We're a radio show. We're holding it hostage.
Right. It was, hey, we have this. If you don't do this, if you don't perform, then we'll break your legs.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I was really stuck. I take about a half-hour commute at least every morning, and I was really stuck as to what to listen to. So I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciated having you back on the air.
Oh, well, thanks. That's like a kumbaya and stuff, Cindy.
Yeah.
I am shocked that they got back to you, though, because we had a lot of people say they just deleted it.
Yeah.
That was early on. They just ignored people.
Oh, when they were for sure that we weren't coming back?
And we were locked out of our email. We couldn't reply. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, so Cindy, here's the deal, though. What do we have?
I know what we can give her. We have
Okay.
98 downloads from our new Star store at star987.com. So you can get 98 of your favorite new today's music alternative
Do you
songs.
have like one of those iPods and stuff?
Oh, my gosh. Thank you.
Well, do you have one of those iPods?
You don't even need an iPod because you can
No.
load them onto your computer and listen on your computer.
Yeah, I don't either, Cindy, but I think that it's time we get in touch. You know what I mean? Like,
know.
we're still on our Tandy computers.
No, I have better than that. but
Oh,
yes.
okay. Well, Jack says you can put it on your computer.
Yeah, you can
I'll
just
have
load
one
it
of
to your
my sons
computer.
help me.
Yeah,
My
you
sons
know
are
what? That's
very
what kids are for.
Yeah, well, then they take it and they download the songs they like.
Yeah, like booty, booty, booty,
Yeah.
booty. You won't be hearing James Blunt. You'll be hearing booty, 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 booty. All right, hold on the line, okay, Cindy?
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, Cindy, she's our first go.
Yay, Cindy!
See, I like that we're giving away those 98 downloads. It's just for the first time, I've gotten an iPod.
Oh, you just got one?
Just got one.
Congratulations.
Thank
Wow,
you.
what
Thank
a
you.
loser.
Yeah.
I've got 3.
What are you?
What are you, big man on campus?
I've had 3, and I break them, and I keep going through them. And
Why
I'm
do you
still
break
on
them?
They break. By the way, one thing you're going to learn?
Fat fingers.
There are there's no iPod repair people.
There are well, we should go in business.
Yeah, they are disposable.
They're
when
too
they-
expensive to be disposable.
No, they go. Mine, whoop, out with the old, in with the new.
iPod small.
I break
No.
iPod.
iPod
You know what
too
it is?
fragile.
I think fat, sweaty guy breaks them. I think they get sweaty on me. They get wet from sweat.
Yeah. Well, why are they wet from sweat? Where are you keeping them?
My ass crack.
Tell me about the rabbit, Stenchy.
I put in my ass crack, shoved down my pants.
I just don't.
I can't be the guy to put them on an armband.
My
you know, the
baby-
little elastic
Well,
thing?
no kidding.
Yeah, I'm not
don't
going to
do
do
that.
that. Or put it on the little clip.
You know why? Because they'll look like one of those cuffs.
Cigarette pack.
No, it'll look like somebody's taking your blood pressure because you don't fit into an iPod
It'll look like a
sleeve.
chiclet on a rubber band.
I shove it in my pocket and they break.
Well, stop shoving it in your pocket,
I don't
dumbass.
know where else to put it. I have one now that goes around my neck.
Looser jeans, maybe.
You're just not an iPod man.
I'm on my third
No.
one. I love them.
No,
but
he
I
did.
break 'em.
Yeah.
How about the huge pod we invent for a stench? And it's about the size of a brick.
Like a Motorola phone, the old school brick.
You know what? Just stick with your ghetto blaster on your shoulder.
Oh, I do like my ghetto blaster.
At least that won't break. You just walk around. People walked around with those suckers on their shoulders.
I know why.
Old school.
But I mean, the arm over and walking with a ghetto, like,
Yeah.
they say iPods ruin their ears. Why wasn't anybody talking about the huge ghetto blaster ruining one ear?
Yeah, it only ruined that one ear. You
Yeah.
still had one good ear.
I mean, nobody cared. Nobody said, oh my God, they're ruining an ear. Nobody ever brought that up. I didn't see anything from the medical whatever board.
There's a whole bunch of people with one bad shoulder, too, right now.
Bad back, they lean to one side.
It's all bad. All right, all your phone calls. Hey, did we mention Terry Hatcher's coming back?
Yay!
Not coming back. She's just coming. Now, that sounded wrong in so many ways. She's going to be here. Jesus.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. Stench.
Star 98.7.
Oh.
That rules.
Oh, that's us. Right.
Yeah.
This is where we talk. I got to get used to all this stuff. How many of you watched the David Blaine stuff?
I did.
I only watched part of it.
Jack, you missed it, man.
They were getting out of prison on prison break.
Oh, they were? Was
Yes.
it the final episode or something?
It wasn't the final. They're out now, and now they're going to try and track them down.
I have lots of opinions about this David Blaine stuff, and Sam Rubin, I'm sure, has some opinions. If you didn't see it, let me tell you what you missed. A big buildup to a guy sitting in an aquarium with no fish, no rock, no nothing, holding his breath, and then he almost kind of passes out, and then the show's over. And that was 2 hours.
Yep.
Wow.
Wally saw it. Wally's our producer, does not stand, so I don't even know why we call our producer. He's like a producer for a week.
Right.
I'm a specialist.
Oh, is that what you are? A consultant. There's a consultant. He's man-sanding to Wally, wearing those man sandals that Jack loves so much.
I do love those.
You shave your toes?
No, I'm all man. I have hairy
Jack
toes.
shaves his toes because his wife
Right.
makes
And
him.
I don't wear
real?
sandals. Yes,
Yeah.
my wife
Yeah,
hates it.
his-
And he doesn't wear sandals. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, he shaves his toes. He has
Right.
them all nice looking, but doesn't put them out in
That's
public.
specifically for my wife. It's not for public consumption.
I asked the guy to whatever snowboarder to shave his toes, and he's like,
F
no.
off?
Yeah.
You really asked him that, though?
Well, because I said, well, Sparkles makes Jack, and he's like, I am not Jack.
Yeah, but Jack is a bitch.
Right.
I think he might have said that.
That border boy's got a little stench in him.
He's like, I'm not going to be your bitch.
F off.
I'm like, it's not a bitch thing, it's a hairy toe thing.
Right.
He's like, I'm not, no.
Oh, my God.
What about you?
Hell no.
Like, guys don't suggest things for women to shave. You know?
Well, yeah.
That's not a suggestion. That's more of a demand. Hey, that thing's frightening. Trim that or we're never having sex again.
Monica, your husband shave his toes? Will you find out if Monica
Oh, Poncho, hell no.
You don't think he's a
manly too.
bitch?
No. He might, no.
Does any man shave their toes by volunteering to?
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest. On to the next man. No real man's going to shave his toes.
Wow, that was mean and hurtful against the old ride.
It's probably true.
Does your husband shave his toes?
No, I don't think he would if I asked.
Yeah,
you
he'd
call
say
him?
F off, but in Spanish.
Oh, my God. Out of all the things that these guys want to pick to battle, toe shaving is it? It's such an easy non-event.
Hey, I want my
No,
husband to...
But, I mean, she's like, I don't think he ever would. It seems like the least of the things if you're going to ask me to do something.
Wow.
We're sorry.
Way to know your man's
call did
number.
not go through.
Wow.
Will you please try
I think
your
Your
call
phone's
again?
been disconnected.
Uh-oh.
It's been disconnected. And it won't hang up.
We're sorry.
Hey!
Your call did not go
Jack!
He hung up.
I made it go bye-bye.
The phones are
Nothing will
frozen.
work. They're frozen.
The phones are frozen. I think the operator's a toe shaver who's angry.
They can work from here. We'll have to reset it over there. I have no idea what's going on.
Beating on it seems to be helping.
Hey, shut up, Sandalman.
Hairy toe bastard.
Well, it wasn't working without beating it, so it's not going to work with beating it. Nothing works. Don't get me pissy.
Don't call right now. The phones are broke.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, that's cool. It's like a video game. Did you see that?
No, I can't see. What is she doing now?
I don't know.
There.
Well, there what? All right, now
Oh,
try.
yeah.
Did you guys pay your cell phone bill?
Sure. Or did you forget when you were protesting last week?
I can't believe you didn't come to work. You're totally legal.
I know, but my I know lots of people that are not.
Oh.
Was he sleeping? Lazy?
What's wrong with him?
All right. Thank you. Happy birthday.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Who sent you all those flowers?
I got flowers from Poncho.
Right.
I got flowers from Stench, and then from Kevin and Co-Funk, some friends.
Oh, nice. Let's clarify though. Stench's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I left a message and I thanked Stench. I asked him to thank his wife.
Yeah, because
for
she
the flowers.
always gives
I gotta
you
tell you,
time.
that's one of the reasons I got married, so I don't have to think of that crap. She had that handled already early in the morning.
She
God
has a
love her.
flower person.
I love her.
That is awesome.
That's good.
And by the way, Pancho did a nice job with the flowers. He didn't get the kind with the suction cups on the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, what's up with that?
He didn't get that. That you have to pull off, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he got like a nice arrangement.
Those are nice. It's huge.
Yeah, he got some.
He didn't. Okay, here's what I'm saying is he didn't go to the grocery store and get him.
No, they're very nice. Although
Yeah, nice.
He did good.
I like that they were in a horseshoe shape too,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
like they do at funerals and horse races.
Here's Devin. Hello, Devin.
Hi, girl. Welcome back, you guys.
Thanks, Devin. We
roll.
roll.
But you know what? Your listeners rule even more.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true, my friend
that's
Devin.
Teresa, the poor little one that showed up all by herself. I felt so bad.
Oh yeah, our lone protester.
Oh.
Well, I would have, but I had to come all the way from Orange County at 5 o'clock, and But at any rate, I just wanted to say that waking up now, I have no problem. I am so happy. I was miserable. I couldn't even get out of bed.
Are you happy that Monica's husband doesn't shave his toe?
And won't.
That's a little disappointing. Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to ask randomly. Does your husband shave his toes?
I don't have a husband.
That's why.
Yeah.
You shave yours?
James still for life, I think.
She's a what?
I don't know, something for life.
Right.
Full life.
I agree with you.
Anyway, I just wanted to say I hated that MySpace before because I've got 2 teenagers and I wasn't so hot on it, but that was definitely the place to go to get the info. So,
Yeah, Jack's, in case you're wondering, Jack's, what's it called? MySpace went to number 3 in the world.
I know. I
and
was
it's
on
still
it. I
hanging
read
in
it.
there. It was number
Number
5
3
yesterday.
in the world!
I know, it's crazy. It was number 5 yesterday. There was
But
nothing
that means
going on.
you're not that popular.
No, I'm not.
You're not popular enough to be number 3 in the world, Jack.
I'm not popular.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm not number 3 in my house.
Wow.
Oh, the sad. Now
That
the
means-
realities.
That means he's behind 2 dogs because
Right.
there's only 3 people in that house.
Well, Devin, we certainly appreciate all your efforts, and it all worked out in the end, and we are now corporate puppets. Thanks to you.
Nick, Nick, Nick.
Piss anybody off, Davey.
Hey, why is this my fault?
Oh.
Whose fault is it usually?
I'm sorry, we're out of time. Biatch.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Star 98.7.
Now, Sam Rubin's Entertainment Report on the Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Sam Rubin.
Hooray!
Whoa, you're in one ear.
Let me see if I can fix that.
Am I in the proper channel?
Yes,
Now you're
that's
right.
right. You're in clear channel. It's totally clear now.
Do you know who Clear Channel hired, Jamie, to do radio in the morning?
Who?
Whoopi Goldberg.
No way.
No, like some big deal.
Okay, I quit.
I know, seriously.
No, they didn't.
Hot dog, Whoopi gets a radio show. Her wake up is aimed at women. Starting July 31st, Wake Up with Whoopi Goldberg, Clear Channel Radio will announce today a live weekday program aimed at women on mostly adult contemporary stations nationwide.
Hey, that's one of us.
Yeah.
What's she doing?
She hopes
Like-
it'll be a wake-up call to women.
So it's like a morning thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, she's done, it's like, what hasn't she done?
Wow.
And now that.
Is anybody going to listen to that?
I don't think so. I think that's the kind of thing, you know how station managers in smaller cities, like the Dubuque station manager is going to be pretty starstruck. Oh, I get to meet, Whoopi's going to read my
yeah.
spot for Chevrolet.
Right.
And that kind of thing.
Yeah,
because
because I don't see that playing, really.
And here's the part I like the best. The radio show will take my full focus, but I'll continue to pursue movies if I can make movies, and I want to do shows and other things. So.
Well, now that is, at least she leaves all her options open.
You sound a tiny bit. Are you pregnancy tired or a little soused?
I'm not a big Whoopi fan.
Okay, so you're just.
Yeah, I just think she's the ugliest woman in America.
Nice comeback, Sam.
Yeah, there's sort of a. I've done interviews with her where you're often wondering about the cologne as well.
Yeah, and she doesn't have any eyebrows.
You're right.
Yeah, she has no eyebrows. The woman has to paint them on.
I wonder if that's a deliberate choice.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
man.
I feel like she might smell a little different.
Oh, she got dreadlocks down there too?
Yeah, I feel I feel like there might be an aroma.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you know,
I'm sure
like
it'll be great. Clear Channel always makes great decisions.
Smelling like a rose is David Blaine, who probably smells a little bit like chlorine. Did you watch that thing last night?
Yes, and we had a discussion. We need him to make that sphere next time in an aquarium with the little chest, the treasure chest with the bubbles.
Right.
We need some colored gravel.
Some palm trees.
Yeah, and some little fish going by. You know, all the aquarium accessories.
Right. No,
yeah.
but I think that was kind of. I mean, he's a better at attracting publicity than he is at magic, really.
Yeah, and in the end, there was the payoff was dead.
Right. Well, at least it wasn't him dead.
Well, I think he wanted to do that. I think he wanted to be injected and everything.
But you see, I always think that's the kind of, everybody is so sensitive about doing anything live on TV or live on the radio, for God's sake, that if he were to die, that would have had a chilling effect, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, the part that I wanted to see, they ran out of time.
Right.
Of him recovering and stuff. I don't know. It was a bunch of crap.
It was crap.
It was 2 hours of crap.
And you watched it all the way through?
I watched it all the way through. It was 2 hours of crap. Thanks for pointing that out.
All right. Well, so Stench didn't have the Seventh Heaven viewing party?
No.
Oh, he was going to, but we canceled it because Whoopi's having a show, so we had a party for that.
Yeah. I was at the
and, this continues. Sometimes the world of gossip, stories kind of build and build and build, and they don't go away. We talked about this yesterday, and now a new report today that Star Jones will leave The View, and that announcement of her firing will be made this week.
No way! Look
ABC,
at you, breaking news guy.
Well, I'm not. You know what? It's not a. It is like a semi-breaker. I'm not saying it has happened. I'm saying they say it's supposed to happen.
Allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly, purportedly. I actually have that tattooed.
And then Gail is Oprah's friend.
Gail King, Oprah friend, may be the one.
Wow. I don't see that because I don't think Oprah will let that happen.
That's
Oprah's then who will be her friend?
She can have Star.
Yeah, but I know. But like, what would she do all day if her friend's working?
Right.
Her friend's busy.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. It's just my guess. But
Stedman!
I have a question.
Yes.
Did you see where Nicole Kidman said she still loves Tom Cruise?
Right, that he is huge. And that it was kind of like he's big to the world, but he's small and personal to me, and I still love him.
I still love him. Why will Keith Urban marry that bitch?
Not.
He can't marry somebody that says that she still loves her ex-husband.
I heard their engagement was off as recently as yesterday.
And then some people were saying that they were going to get married in the next 2 weeks in Nashville or something.
But, I mean, would you marry somebody who said they still love their ex-husband?
Well, if he was paying a support fee, I bet you part of the deal was, you know what, although she probably doesn't need the money, to keep getting dough from me, you can never say anything bad about me.
Yeah, but love? I mean, do you think Mark Kriske says he still loves his ex-wife?
I don't think so, no.
Will you ask him?
I will do that.
Yeah, and would his wife marry him if she said, I still love him?
Do you think it was part of the settlement so that, like, his movie's out, it didn't do that well? And...
But you don't have to say love. I understand that you have to agree to get along, but you don't have to say, and I still love him.
Yeah, no, I thought that was kind of a bold thing to say. But you know what happens? One thing that happens is all these, TV conversations, you guys have really great celebrity interviews, but they're for a period of time, and the TV ones we do are even shorter. These magazine interviews, sometimes they spend days and days and days, and if you wear somebody down, and then they use the quotes they want to use. So over 10 different cups of coffee, at one point she might have said, So
Sam's position is that magazines torture celebrities into interviews?
Yes. And she was so worn out that that's why she said she loved him.
Ladies' Home Journal had so worn her down.
Yeah.
Has she gone under the knife or not?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's some definite Botox issues.
Right.
I mean, that thing is frozen. That thing. I mean, even my Dr. Wu is like, yeah, you don't want. That's a little much.
That thing is frozen.
It is. She can't. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy smooth.
Her head is you're right, it's frozen in time, and she looks surprised all the time.
She kind of, and then there's this thing in Botox world you could do that they give you Joker's eyes, where they can lift up only those two muscles. She has that.
Yeah, she does. Yes, it is that sort of Joker
it's
thing.
a certain injection, right? A spot, and then you only lift right here. Anyway, I'm lifting.
Are you guys psyched for Idol tonight?
That's what we said earlier. We're psyched for Idol tonight.
All right, so the Idol Final Four are Catherine, Taylor, Chris, and Elliot. Could you rank them?
I'm telling you, Chris is going to win, but they won't say that he's going to win.
Right, I think Chris is going to win too.
Because they can't make it over.
Is it a Taylor-Chris final or a Catherine-Chris final?
It doesn't even matter. Chris is going to win. Why don't they just call it?
Just stop it now.
I'm telling you.
Let it go now. USA Today has a group of professional music critics, and they say, interestingly enough, they rank the top four this way. Taylor, Catherine, Chris Elliott.
Fascinating.
Isn't it amazing that you're a 40-something-year-old man and you care about how teenagers are ranked?
That is a little disheartening.
I wonder how the teenagers are going to rank on the TV teen show.
Go to MySpace.
My 10-year-old daughter used LBR.
LBR, what's that mean?
Loser beyond repair.
Oh.
And that's what you are to her.
No, I hope not. Not all the time. But if she heard us talking about that.
Hey, finally, last question. We have Terry Hatcher coming on the big show today.
Do you really?
Of course we do.
Good for you.
Yeah, rock on.
Wow.
And I wanted to know, any questions you want to ask of Terry Hatcher?
Well, I mean, I think all those confessions in her book, Burnt Toast, are really, really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
She really only had sex with the husband she was married to for X number of years annually. I find that hard to believe.
It's true. It
And
is
she's
true.
Divorced.
Pardon me?
She says it's all true.
Yeah, and then why is the trade-off worth it? Is it hard to get a date because she's so famous, or would she rather be less famous and be able to have a social
You
life?
know what? I'm going to ask her.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use it as my own.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, you know what we talked about in our big meeting?
Yeah.
Is the Atlanta producer guy still there?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. You know what we call him now? Man Sandal Wally.
Yeah. He is man sandal in every
Don't
respect.
you start taking shots, Holmes.
If he can make the gadgets work, you guys want to record something worth doing with Britney Spears, and we'll talk about it later.
Oh,
'Cause we have
Sam,
a
that's big.
We have a Britney Spears thing that will freak you out.
Awesome. All right, Sam Rubin with some exclusive audio.
Yes.
too,
Rock on.
later on this morning. Thank you, Sam
All
Rubin.
right, see you guys.
Jamie, Jack, and Sten.
Are 98.7.
Hold on, Jack. I'm a weebling.
Okay.
Oh,
Weeble
God.
wobble.
Were you nervous?
Who, me?
Yeah, that I wasn't coming back.
No, I saw you there. I knew you were making your way here. The
Making
door was
my
open. You
way.
could have yelled until you made it all the way in. It was all good.
All right, here's the deal. We've been talking about, well, a lot of things. God, can't get my breath.
Oh, you're out of breath.
I know, just from getting the water. Anyway, I'm not bitching. Anyway, we've been talking about a lot of things, including the David Blaine thing. Why don't we play a couple of clips from that? First of all, number one, Jack, if you go to that, that's the actual announcer talking about. Yeah.
After living underwater for 7 days, David Blaine will attempt to hold his breath for a record-breaking, excruciating 9 minutes.
Did he say hold?
There's lack of
Can you start
oxygen
that over?
that could lead to
He said hold.
After living underwater for 7 days, David Blaine will attempt to hold his breath for a record-breaking, excruciating 9 minutes.
If there is lack of oxygen, that could lead to irreversible brain damage. David, after this show, could become a very, very different person.
He said, "Oh."
Be a very different person.
Yeah. You know, he is a different person, in my opinion, anyway.
Yes, he is.
He's a very, very different man.
Yes, he is.
It's the illusionist, magician, whatever. He's a great magician.
Yeah, his magic
close
was
up.
really good.
It was really good. You guys, it was 2 hours of our lives that we watched this David Blaine thing. And basically, he held his breath underwater, like we said to Sam Rubin, and then it was 7 minutes, 15 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, not the record 9, but still pretty
Still
impressive.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good for a man who holds his breath. Yep, absolutely. And,
Our guys went 34 seconds yesterday.
But they went 34 seconds. That was it, yeah?
Yeah.
But basically, the whole show was about this build-up to this, holding of the breath. So if you missed it, let me just tell you that if you go to number 5, you miss things like this for 2 hours.
I traveled to Clearwater, Florida, for one purpose: to see if this master would pass on any advice.
Evel Knievel.
Can you think of something that's magical?
Evel Knievel.
Something that'll stun the world that is not so death-defying?
Yeah, but I don't want to do that because then it's fake.
Well, that's because you're a daredevil. You can't help it. I mean, everybody can't do it. If they could, we'd all be flying around like Superman.
No, but I think everybody could do it. But I think that most people don't. No, I think most people don't.
They can't do it.
I think that they don't.
Most people can't do it.
No, I think they
don't
don't.
have the determination, the knowledge, the wisdom, or the guts.
Right.
They don't have it because it
they
wasn't
have fear.
born in them. David Blaine had it born in him.
Evil, go.
Evel Knievel had it born in him.
That's right.
We can't help it. We
Evil had
are what we
booze
are.
and womanizing born into him, too.
Yeah, wasn't he an alcoholic?
Yeah, and a big-time womanizer.
Thank you, Sensei.
All right, and here's David Blaine warning us, number 2, Jack, warning us not to try this at home, thank God.
I'm David Blaine, and I'm standing in the middle of Lincoln Center. I've worked really hard to get here tonight, and I'm about to attempt the most death-defying challenge of my entire life. holding my breath longer than any human being. I ask that you not try this yourself. This is a deadly serious test of endurance, and failure means a drowning death.
Monica, will you call Chris Hughes and tell him not to do Singing Traffic next break, to do David Blaine Traffic?
Oh, I like it.
Wow.
David Blaine Traffic, the most animated man in show business.
That was bad.
Okay, and I get holding your breath is really hard for 9 minutes. I mean, that's incredible. But the way, it just doesn't sound that incredible when he says, the most death-defying thing ever.
The guy
Holding your
reads
breath.
like Donald Trump. He's awful. He's an awful reader. He's a great magician and a kind of a daredevil, but he can't read.
Hey, Gig, I'm not kidding. Tell her that. Yeah, thanks. All right, so we'll do David Blaine Traffic. 'Cause what is wrong with that guy?
He's he's monotone to begin with when he talks in general. He's very monotone, but that was over the top bad.
Now, Mansandal Wally was troubled by a different thing, and you talk about the host and the hot body. What were you upset about?
Oh, it just seemed kind of weird. Like they're talking about this whole thing and how he's preparing and training for this, and so they talked with his trainer, and then at the end, the host makes some kind of like gay comment about David's body. Like I don't think he meant to, but
are
it
you
came
talking
out.
about the guy from ESPN?
He's a
black gay
manly
dude.
man.
Watch
He's
your
not
mouth,
gay.
bitch.
He's an ESPN announcer.
Yeah.
I think he's gay.
Yesterday was the gay show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Watch yourself, man sandals.
All right, Jack, go ahead and play that.
Well, the first thing he had to do was stop dieting, crash diets, no carbs, all that nonsense. Next was to get old school, go into the gym, train, exercise to get him in shape instead of starving him to get him in shape. The end product is a great-looking body with a sick engine on the inside.
Not ashamed to say it is a good-looking body.
Yeah. See?
Hold on.
I know the guy's stalling because he's got 2 hours to kill. I get that.
Yeah.
But of all the things to go, yeah, great looking body.
Yeah,
I'm
Jack,
a big...
that's worthy of listening to one more time, please. Yeah, all right.
Well, the first thing he had to do was stop dieting, crash diets, no carbs, all that nonsense. Next was to get old school, go into the gym, train, exercise to get him in shape instead of starving him to get him in shape. The end product is a great-looking body with a sick engine on the inside.
Not ashamed to say it is a good-looking body.
Yeah, with a sick engine on the inside. Woo! All right, and Jack, finally, if you go to number 9, this is how it all kind of ends. It's very sad.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Be sorry, Jack. Be
This
sorry.
Blaine said that he wanted to do this to test his endurance, to test his limits, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Talking to him sounded like talking to a world-class athlete. He didn't accomplish what he set out to accomplish, but everyone who watched here, everyone who saw this, I'm sure there's not a person who thinks that David Blaine failed.
I do.
Yeah, I can think of two, me and you. I watch it screaming at the TV in my hotel room, going, you suck!
He failed!
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of?
I think he failed.
Geraldo's Vault show. Remember Al Capone Vault? All the build-up, the 2 hours of hype, and then nothing.
Nothing. Zipperooski, my friends. All right, anyway, that's our David Blaine update. And hopefully we'll have David Blaine traffic this morning with Chris Hughes as well. Hey, we're going to take a little break. If that wasn't enough TV for you, by golly, we're going to be talking about this bird flu show tonight.
Uh-oh.
It's the movie of the week or whatever.
It's going to be good on ABC tonight.
It's a pandemic!
I love sweeps.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
Star 98.7.
Holy hell. You know what we forgot to do for the new show, new time, new everything?
What?
Is an introduction for celebrity interviews. Oh. Yeah. Jack, can you turn this up?
Yes.
Celebrity interviews. Maybe we don't need it.
I like it.
That's
All
nice.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the bird flu. Bird flu.
Scary stuff.
Oh, it's so scary. Tonight on ABC, I'm sure that you've seen all the promos for it and all the scary stuff about it. Jack, if you go to number 1, here's a little bit about what you're going to see tonight on ABC.
2 weeks ago, everything changed. The H5 virus mutated and is now transmissible from human to human. We believe that the ultimate global loss of lives could reach as high as 150 or 350 million.
Wow.
Yeah, bird flu.
That's bad.
Pandemic starring Scott Cohen.
Yay, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, how are you?
I'm scared to death. We're all going to die of a damn bird flu.
Oh, well.
Now, Scott, you play the governor, right?
Governor of Virginia.
The governor of Virginia. And do you die in the movie?
I don't die, no.
Oh, you live.
Oh, he has the damn inoculation.
Oh, does he?
It's a conspiracy.
No, my strength, my immune system is so powerful. I'm able to get through this.
You're a jogger, are you? Eat your
I'm a jogger,
vegetables?
right.
Yeah, take your vitamins?
Yeah.
All right, so I have some questions. First of all, I think a lot of people are going to watch this tonight, ABC,
I hope so, yeah.
8 o'clock, because it's going to scare the bejesus out of all of us. But don't you believe that, as we talked about this a little bit yesterday, there's been movies like this forever, and then it's never come to fruition?
Always.
Well, I mean, I think that this particular concept is that it is a threat. It's something that can happen. I think the movie's kind of designed to tell people that it can happen and to be aware of it. And how do you plan for it? I mean,
hold on, Scott. Was that earthquake one designed to let people know that California could fall into the ocean?
Well, I mean,
is this a public service movie?
Well, I mean, the thing is that history has shown us that there have been flu epidemics. I mean, in 1918, there was the Great Influenza, and that killed anywhere between 50 and 100 million people. And scientists and experts are just saying that, as the cycle comes around, we are kind of getting to a point where some virus is going to come up. And it's not necessarily going to kill that many people but it is something that could create havoc in a global economy. It could kind of create havoc in local communities, and it's our job to try to, as local citizens in every community, to figure out ways to have plans and things so we don't get caught into, anything extreme.
Wow, that was really big.
Yeah. Way to spin it, Scott.
Man, Scott doing his duty as an American right there.
Yep.
Yeah, warning the people.
Warning the people.
Warning the people, because I was really afraid about a blob.
Yeah, no, blobs are bad too.
Yeah, that blob.
Something about them too.
That blob was gonna kill people.
According to history.
Yeah, the big blob.
Yeah.
Hey, Monica, can you get Amy Sugarman on the phone, because this is somebody who wants to talk to you. Amy Sugarman is this whack job that we have that works here because we have to hire EOE people.
Yeah.
Wacko.
Nice.
Yeah, and she fulfilled certain requirements of that.
Crazy female quotient.
I think it was the mental portion. Like, we have to have so many retards.
Right. At least it gets us a tax break.
Right. So anyway, we got one, and her name is Amy Sugarman. Now, she said that Oprah scared the bejesus out of her. Did you see the Oprah?
I did, yeah.
And what was that all about?
It was this guy who was speaking. He was an expert on the virus, who was basically saying that there's really no way out, and that there's no federal funding for it. But that show was scary. This movie is scary, but in the end, the human spirit triumphs, and that's really what I think is the lesson from the movie. It's not about just scaring people into running away and buying lots of stuff at Costco and going to a cabin in the woods. It's it's really about trying to just make people aware, and I think you need sometimes, to shock people into being prepared. I mean, we had Hurricane Katrina, we had 9/11, and nobody was prepared for any of that.
Well, you can't go to the woods in the cabin because there's ticks that carry whatever that'll kill you.
Lyme disease.
Lyme disease, and there's all kinds of crap there.
All right, just kill yourself.
West Nile from the
West
mosquitoes.
Nile, mosquitoes. Yeah, bad idea with the cabins. Whatever.
Thanks.
Hey, Amy.
Hi.
Look, everybody, it's Amy Sugarman. Scott Cohen, meet Amy Sugarman.
Hey, Amy.
I know. I love Scott on the Gilmore Girls, and I'm so sorry Lorelai dumped you.
Oh, thank you very much.
See what I mean, Scott?
Well, maybe I could come back next year if there's,
Twice. I know she dumped you twice.
Well, fine. God, 3 times the charm.
Do you get where we're coming from now, Scott?
What?
Do you understand how we introduced her now?
Exactly, yeah.
How did you introduce me? I missed that part.
That you also are afraid of the bird flu.
Yeah.
Well, last night, I seriously thought I had a heart attack. I called my mom, and I'm like, I'm having heart pains. Like, I don't know what was going on. And then my mom's like, call 911. Go get Jamie. That's my roommate. She's like, call 911. And I'm like, well, I'm not sure it's a heart attack. Like,
what does this have to do with the bird flu?
It was brought on by the bird flu.
I just thought I was telling you about how sometimes I overreact about
She had
ailments.
a heart attack watching the screener for this show that's on tonight on ABC at 8 o'clock.
Scott, I don't know why we had to hear all that.
It was interesting.
Was it? Was it really interesting?
But it wasn't a heart attack. I drank some milk and burped.
Oh, here we go.
Nice.
I have a question there, Scott.
Yeah, that's
Is
the way.
this now bird flu is SARS, right?
No.
It's not SARS. Didn't they call it SARS before when it was over? Weren't they getting that from chickens too?
No. SARS was different, and bird
No,
flu.
you're
it's
a
avian flu.
pandemic.
That's why I
It
want to
comes
know.
from birds.
It's the avian flu, he said.
Yeah, it comes from birds, from chickens, from fowl,
What is
from
what's
ducks, geese.
SARS?
Okay.
I forget.
Remember
what
SARS was the respiratory disease that was over in Asia? They were getting it from birds, so I thought it was just a fancier name for SARS.
No, it's a different virus. But, SARS, SARS hit, and SARS was pretty bad. And you see, do you remember how SARS broke
people
down all
freaked.
kinds of transportation and everything like that?
Yeah.
That's what could happen, and it could be worse. That's the idea that
I'm more concerned about mad cows. I don't think that's a very pretty disease.
No, it's not.
They're all so pretty.
Well, the mad cow one's ugly. All I know is from the ABC commercials, the things that I'm watching, the promos tonight, is they don't have any food in the refrigerator.
Because none of the supermarkets could get food because all the transportation breaks down.
Okay.
Right, see, that's what I learned on Oprah. What happens is if this becomes a pandemic, it's not just the flu that's going to mess us up like the actual flu.
Oh,
It's
nice
like
sound effects,
all-
Amy.
Thank you. It's all the problems that will happen because, like, even when there was the thing in New Orleans, the hurricane.
Yeah, that would be a
The
hurricane.
Katrina.
Just the trucks that went to New Orleans to help there messed up some of our shipping, just on that small number of trucks. So, like, if our
Scott?
shipping thing gets messed up, we
Sometimes
are
she
so
shuts
messed
up.
Yeah.
So
But,
tonight at 8, huh,
Amy's
Scott?
right. Amy's right because like even in Katrina about fuel, how fuel went up,
Thank you,
how
Scott.
it went up in price, and
Right.
I mean that's nobody could get fuel for what they thought was like.
But maybe, you guys, just maybe, it's like Y2K. Nothing will happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I say be prepared, and then then worry about it if it doesn't, or don't worry about it if it doesn't. But everybody should be prepared just in case.
And
My
how do,
concern is
oh,
that
Jesus.
we're going to have the vaccine. We're going to have, like, a vaccine to help with the avian flu, cure it or whatever.
You won't.
But we're not going to have enough.
No, you're
Like,
not
there
gonna have
will
any.
be.
You're not going to have any.
You'll have
No,
nothing
is-
crazy.
Is Amy talking?
Yeah.
Amy, you're not going to have any because when the avian flu hits, the vaccine won't be able to be developed in time for it to work. Because when it mutates, that's when they could develop a vaccine, and that's going to take time to do. And then as soon as they have a vaccine ready, then it might mutate again. So it's really, the vaccines will help in the future. But it's not. It's not something that's gonna. Many people might get sick, and hopefully nobody will die from it. But it's
Except for
something
you,
that
Amy.
people should be not just scared of, but really aware. That's and it's not. I don't think it's anything like Y2K.
And what better way than to get you paid for all this panic there, Scott?
Exactly.
Yay! Scott makes money off of our pandemic. It's the American way, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's tonight on ABC, 8 p.m. And the name of the show is called, actually, what is it called?
No contact bird flu in America.
Oh, very nice. Oh, it's big, nice. Scott. Yeah. And I'm
Thank
sorry.
you, Amy. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, Scott, bye.
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 Oh, my God.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
98.7.
Oh my God, we're all gonna die. Jack, can you play number 2 from the bird flu? We're gonna die. Yeah, we were talking about this movie. It's tonight, ABC, 8 o'clock. Here is one of the clips from that show tonight.
This is much worse than Katrina. This is like a Hurricane Katrina hitting every city and every state at the same time.
Is going to be a long and brutal ordeal that will rip apart the fabric of society. The public is going to be demanding a vaccine, and we don't have one, and we may not have one for 4 or 5 months.
Wow, it's real scary, man.
Think about that. Katrina wiped out that part of the world. I mean, it screwed it up down there. Imagine in every city.
I just don't buy this one.
It's too scary to be true, I think.
Like, I get the earthquake ones, and I get the tornadoes and Well, actually, tornado is a little more predictable than an earthquake, like a lot more. Right. But the earthquake one, I get. Devastation, destruction, we're all going to die. But the bird flu, I'm not feeling the bird flu scare. I'm scared of everything.
I think the bird flu could totally wipe out other countries. I just have this thing about America. It's not going to wipe us out like that.
Yeah, well, we thought that about 9/11.
Well, 9/11, it's still...
I mean, we have this mentality that we're, like, superior.
That's what we do. We do have that mentality.
So, but I don't even think mine's, like, a superior thing where we're not going to be attacked or whatever. I think mine's more of a, because I bought into that Y2K crap. I went nuts. I did. I really did. I went into the Y2K, craziness. Like, oh my God, we're all gonna die. And I got money out, and I got an extra prescription of my medication, like they told you to. I went nuts.
Did you think?
Yeah. See, I didn't buy that one at all.
Did you think airplanes were gonna fall out of the sky like they said?
Yeah, that one I bought into. So I think I'm jaded or scarred or there's some word right here. I am. Because I bought into the Y2K thing and it didn't happen.
You weren't the only one, though. I flew into New York that morning of New Year's Eve. We flew in to go to Times Square, and there were a handful of people on the plane. There were probably 6 of us on the plane. It was weird. It was cool, though, because we all got to lay down across the road.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, don't buy first class when you know that's going to happen. Yeah. Let me just tell you, right after 9/11, same thing. You don't buy first class. You just lay down in the back.
Exactly.
Like 8 people in that damn plane. It's creepy. Here is Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, nothing, Jeff. What can we do for you?
Well, first, I'm glad you guys are back. I don't know what I was going to do for that month. Ryan Seacrest was just getting really, really old. But I love how, because we all know that Amy's a freak, and I listen to you guys all the time, and she's nuts. But I thought it was hysterical how even the actor was getting into it. He was just making her crazy. I couldn't imagine what was going through her head. She's like, "Oh, I was really scared. I was really scared." She goes, "But it's gonna be okay." He goes, "No, it's not. You're all gonna die." and I couldn't imagine in Amy's head. She of all people is trying to be rational, and he goes, "No, you can't do that. There's not gonna be a vaccine." So I was trying to imagine what was like going through her head at the time because she's a freak anyway. And he was
now she's totally freaking out. Yeah, now she's beyond. But what was with the milk burp?
I don't know. That was an
She was having a heart attack, but then she realized it was just gas.
Milk gas?
Milk. Yes.
Does milk have gas?
I have no idea.
I don't think milk has gas.
But by the way, Jamie, I totally agree with you. Never going to happen. Not a big deal. But it was really funny to hear him just make her even crazier than she already is.
Hey, are you going to watch the show tonight?
Of course.
Okay, let me just tell you this part of the show. Go ahead, Jack.
Don't do this. I couldn't save her. Nobody could. Hey, we'll get you some help. We're all gonna die.
Oh.
Pretty much the end of the show. So.
Did he shoot his wife or himself? I have to know.
Or that poor baby crying in the background.
He shot himself.
Oh.
Did I just ruin that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know who he is. They never gave out the character name. Some guy shoots himself.
All right, anyway, watch tonight on ABC at 8 o'clock to find out who kills himself.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
Star 98.7.
Oh, Lord. Hey, did I tell you Terry Hatcher's coming up?
Yeah. All right,
Terry! Terry Hatcher, superstar of the world. Burnt
like
toast. I like her because she's finally bringing out this whole thing about burnt toast. And what is it you say? It's the concept that most women, every woman I know actually, gives up their good piece of toast to eat the burnt one.
Well, I don't like her because
Does that make sense?
I think I'm burnt
toast. You guys are all staring at me.
No, I get it. So you're like when there's a plate of toast, they always take the worst
The
piece.
wife,
right?
The mother always takes. See, I'm naming my book. No, that's okay. You can have it. I don't want it.
Right.
Because that's who I am. Even though I really want that last piece of whatever, I'll be like, no, that's okay. You can have it. So that's the name of my book. Anyway, so she's coming on to talk about that. How women always take. It's like we just want to make sure you guys are always happy.
Sometimes.
Yeah, come to my house.
Sometimes.
Your wife doesn't always take the burnt toast?
No. Well, only if she cooks it because she can't cook.
I bet she does more often than. It's just that, you know what the thing is that we don't point it out when we do it.
Well, she took the burnt toast when she settled on me. That's about it.
No, but I mean, we don't point out every time because we do it so often. We don't point out like we took the bad piece. You know,
no.
And that you guys got to eat the good pieces.
As a matter of fact, I have a perfect example of this over the weekend.
Yeah.
I was barbecuing, having some steak. My wife ate her steak. I made 3 steaks, one for her, myself, her, and the baby. The baby's not going to eat a whole steak.
The baby's 2.
I know, the
you
baby
made a steak for a 2-year-old.
Well, then I figured, and honestly
It's a
thinking,
meat-eating family, isn't it?
honestly thinking, I'll have the baby steak because they weren't very big, and I'm a big fat man.
She's 2, right?
Yeah, and she loves steak. It's like her favorite thing. So I knew she'd eat a couple bites and I could have the rest. I turn around, my wife has put down both those steaks.
So
There's
that's
no burnt toast in my house.
That's not the same.
She snatched up both the steaks,
You're
and the
missing
fat man got burnt toast.
You're missing the example. You're missing the example. The example is that, you have those bagels, and, everybody makes bagels and stuff. And then there's that one that looks a little jacked up. The wife, every time, will eat up the jacked one. Because I think in your house, you're volunteer. You eat everything, so you don't really count.
That wouldn't happen.
I meant in this story because you'll eat anything.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm telling you, I don't think she would voluntarily take the bad one in my house.
Think of your mom.
Yeah, your
mom would totally do that.
Okay.
Oh, but your wife.
My wife never in a million years. My wife would be like, "Screw you! You eat the burnt one."
So your wife is selfish.
Oh, totally. 100%.
That's not gonna go over well today.
No.
How does that work though? Because I know number 1 in Stench's world is Stench. He's
Stench,
told me that.
How do 2 selfish people live together?
We butt heads constantly.
Because you guys are the most selfish people individually. I don't really know your wife that well to know if she's selfish.
Oh, she's selfish. Totally selfish.
She's not publicly. She comes across as the kind of burnt toast taker.
Yeah,
you would think if you
burnt
saw
toast my ass. That's what her book's called.
She already has the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Does she? All right. Anyway, so this morning we're going to talk to Terry Hatcher all about that and about burnt toast to people. I just heard something really disturbing I wanted to share with the class. On a side note, have you seen Robert Lyles?
Yeah.
Who was?
Yeah.
Today?
No, just anybody.
No, I didn't know if you're talking to Wally or to Stench now, because we see him every day. I mean, we mock the Robert Lyles on a regular basis.
Robert Lyles, right down the hall, marketing director of the world.
Spiffy fine dresser.
Spiffy dresser.
Always.
Marketing director of the world, Robert Lyles. So I go in the office, and he has flowers, and I think he sent them to himself because that's what Robert does. And he said, I heard you guys talking about shaving toes earlier. And I said, yeah, Jack shaves his toes because his wife wants him to shave his toes. I tried to get the snowboard to do it. He said, I'm not your bitch. I'm not shaving the toes. And he goes, well, is it wrong that I shampoo and condition my chest hair?
Yes, it is. Red
flag.
Do men shampoo and condition their chest hair?
No. This man doesn't condition the hair on his head.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll run some Head and Shoulders through it. That's about it.
Oh, you know what is interesting is that the snowboarder doesn't really shampoo his hair. He conditions it.
What do you mean? He just uses conditioner?
Yeah, because he doesn't like how harsh the shampoo is because he always feels like his hair's falling out.
Okay.
So
but it doesn't get clean with conditioner.
No, I mean, he uses soap. He'll...
America's Next Top Model.
Oh. Not the right way to answer the phone.
Yeah. Look, everybody.
Welcome back.
Hi, sissy.
All right, first of all, first question.
Yes.
Do you shave your toes?
Do I shave my toes? I do not.
So you let them all hairy and scraggly, your big toe?
No, I don't have a lot of hairs on my toes.
But you have some.
Little.
What do you do with them?
Robert has a toe kit. He shaves his toes.
You shave your toes.
You
shave your toes.
I don't.
He plucks.
Oh, he has them waxed.
Or plucks.
Do you wax your feet, you mow?
I do not.
Robert.
I don't. I'm telling you.
Okay.
You do something.
I know.
But I do a lot, but I don't do that.
You're a man with heel
I
cream.
don't need to do that.
He does have heel cream.
All right. So, secondly, you shampoo and condition the chest hair. Now, take me through that process.
Please.
Well, I have the same shampoo and conditioner that I use for my hair. I use it to shampoo and condition.
Is it pert?
Is it what?
Pert?
No, it's not.
Oh, let Robert be honest. How much is your shampoo cost? Because I'm sure it's over $30.
Probably like $25 a piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And these are separate entities, right?
They
the
are.
Conditioner and
Yes.
So we shampoo first. We lather.
Yes.
And
then we rinse it off.
And
then we put on conditioner. I leave it in for like.
You leave it in?
Well, you're supposed to. That's what it says on the bottle.
Does your boyfriend ever say, "Wow, the hair in your chest is so silky and smooth"?
Have you ever used the Aussie 3-minute miracle?
Was that good?
Or a hot oil treatment on your chest?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
By Vidal Sassoon or whatever. Yeah, you just put it in some hot water and then you smooth it on.
No, I haven't tried that.
Well, that's because it's in the drugstores and you won't buy that crap.
Right.
That's right.
All right, and so you leave it on, and then what are you doing while it's conditioning?
And then I shampoo and condition my hair.
All of it?
Oh.
On my head. On my head. The hair on my head.
And now, why do you do this?
Because you know how weird I am.
Hold on. You don't do your chest and not do your pubes. Don't lie to us.
Do you do the pube conditioning?
He has to.
You have to.
Okay.
The Jamie Jack and Stench Show. Stench Show.
Star 98.7.
So what, like metrosexuals? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
We were just talking about Robert Lyles.
Robert.
Anyway, he conditions and shampoos and conditions his chest hair, and we were just talking about off the air. I don't know how we were talking about, but we were talking about how our dads never in their life would shave a toe.
Ever.
Yeah, in fact, I mean, with my dad, he clipped his toenails and watched them fly across the room.
And that's where they stayed.
And then used them as a toothpick.
Oh, yes, Bob.
That's funny.
The big yellow kind got that food right out of there. But men, didn't take care of themselves back in the day.
No highlights, nothing.
But a lot of men still don't, in other places. I know when I go to visit the in-laws, they think I'm the fruity guy. I had that stuff done at Pacific West Dermatology and Laser, and I get the stupid haircut, and they think I'm the big fruity guy.
Well, they may be right.
And I make Robert Lyles look manly. I look manly in comparison to Robert Lyles.
Yeah, that's true. Jack's way more manly than Robert.
The thing that the snowboarder does is he uses that, Herbal Essence body wash.
Right. We were...
body
about
wash.
That one.
Yeah, my dad was
body washes.
A bar of soap. That was about it. He would
Dial.
shave.
Lava.
Yeah.
Or lava, yeah. Or what's that kind that the Irish man does?
Oh, yeah.
Irish Spring. I use that.
Irish Spring. Yeah, it's magically delicious or whatever. He
I
took
still
that.
use that in my
Remember
shower.
he had his pocket knife and he
Yep.
he just you could see the green and the white separation. It was like, yeah.
Why the hell did he do that?
Why did he carve
Why
his...
did he cut that bar of soap?
Why didn't he do origami with the
Doesn't
soap?
he cut it to smell it in the commercial? Didn't he cut it and I don't remember why he cuts it with the knife.
I think it was to show us the texture.
It was fresh
maybe.
And clean as a whistle.
Yes, it was. Anyway, so, we've talked about this a million times throughout the years, the metrosexual thing, but just think about how funny it would be if your father was a metrosexual. Everybody would think he was gay.
Yeah, back in the day, no one would put up with that.
I mean, if somebody thought my dad shampooed and conditioned his chest hair...
Okay, but that is beyond even the guys I know who are metrosexual don't shampoo and condition their chest hair. Robert is taking it to a new level.
Well, what about this? What about now
Manicures.
the male celebrities that are getting their own colognes?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, Ryan Seacrest, doesn't he have one?
I've heard about that.
Yeah, and aren't we playing that commercial for it?
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
All right, so here, by the way, and I mean, because I think that Ryan Seacrest is the epitome of metrosexual.
Yeah.
He's come out with a cologne. Here's the commercial.
Is your man a beer-drinking swine? Would you like to make him more refined and sophisticated? Get him Seacrest Out, the new fragrance that is not as manly as cologne and not as girly as a perfume. It's somewhere right in the middle, just like Ryan Seacrest. So if you're ready for your man to come out, get him Seacrest Out. After just a couple of days of use, your man will be more metro than you can handle. He'll fight you for the bathroom in the morning. He'll spend more money on clothes and skincare products than you do. Seacrest Out. Available at overpriced stores everywhere.
Discontinue use if your man begins actually having sex with other men, crying at movies, waxing his upper torso, or staging makeout photos with Terry Hatcher.
She's coming up in a little bit. She's probably listening.
Seacrest Out!
I like it, though. I can't believe he called it Seacrest Out.
Well, it's his catchphrase. You got to market what you have.
Yeah, but it implies, coming out of the closet.
I don't think he thought it out.
Yeah, he thought he was, caught up in his big ego. It's my catchphrase. Got to call my cologne that. Or whatever it is.
I will tell you that one way I know a man is when he puts on too much cologne.
Oh, like too much Old Spice because the one time he wears it a year, he puts on too much?
Because the snowboarder, when he decides to wear cologne, he wears it.
Right. Because men don't know. I don't know how much to put on. I mean, women have it down to a science. They walk through the mist or whatever.
Right.
I look at that bottle, I look it in the face, and then I just start squirting until I think I've had enough.
But that's when I know you're a man, Jack, is when you guys put on too much cologne. Because metrosexuals do the walk through mist.
Right. Oh, they're perfect?
Yeah, they walk through their mist, and then they smell great. But, you and the snowboarder, you guys are like, this should do it.
Well, it wears off, so you can apply thick.
To be honest, I've dropped the bottle, because I'll go through a bottle of cologne maybe in a year and a half, 2 years.
Yep.
I've dropped it so many times that the sprayer has fallen off. So now I just put my finger over the little tube on the top, and it kind of comes out in droplets.
That's funny. He puts it in the palm of his hand.
Okay.
Because he also is missing the top. So he puts it in the palm of his hand and then just like rubs it and slaps it on.
Man smarter than me is all he is.
No, it's the same concept.
Right.
You guys both have broken off nozzles of cologne that's 5 years old. I mean, it's probably fermented by now.
I don't think it goes bad.
I think it does.
No.
Oh, yeah. You smell your grandma? Goes bad like grandma.
Oh.
Everything
Like the
has an
Prince
age.
Machiavelli?
Everything has an age limit, even people. It just, after so long, they just start smelling bad. I'm not kidding. All right, anyway, we're going to take your phone calls about metrosexuals, yes or no, toes shaven, yes or no, conditioning your hair, I don't know.
Your pubes.
Your pubes. I hate the word pubes. We got to come up with a new word.
Your youngle.
Excuse me?
Your short and curlies. What's a youngle?
Yeah, what is that?
It's like a jungle. Said wrong.
But only what?
It's a guy that I knew that he used to say.
But
he
it's
used
with
to say,
12-year-old boys?
My youngle.
Oh, God.
God.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.